Hey brothers, good morning. JK, your brother in this struggle here, on my way back from the gym, as usual. Today I'd like to briefly talk to you about a way to view yourself when, or rather if you're one of those brothers who is quite hard on yourself when it comes to achieving things, specifically when it comes to overcoming your out of control sexual behavior. I remember back in the day when I was struggling with my behavior, I was very hard on myself. And I hated myself simply because I realized I was the type of guy who said something and was never able to follow through. But most importantly, I was the type of guy who said he was going to do something, and it had something to do with something that was really hurting me, which was my behavior with pornography. I could see it hurting me. I could see it destroying my life. And I would promise myself that this was going to be the last time. It wasn't going to happen again. If I slip, it's not going to become a relapse. I'm not going to binge. And I would just do it over and over again, year after year. It's hard not to lose trust in yourself, because imagine depending on somebody who tells you that they're going to do something, but every single time they have an excuse. Every single time they tell you, oh, I'm sorry, I slipped up. I messed up. Oh yeah, that's why you didn't get the job. That's why you didn't get the promotion. That's why you lost your relationship. That's why you lost your kids. Imagine having somebody that you depend on to that level, and they just always fuck it up. It's pretty hard to love that sort of person, especially when the things that they're fucking up are things that are important to you. Your career, your family, your loved ones, your girlfriend, whatever it is. And so that's the type of person that many of us believe that we are. And when it comes to my out of control sexual behavior, I dealt with that, but I'll be honest with y'all, there's a little bit of it that was left, not the sexual behavior. What was left over was that being hard on myself and holding myself to very, very high standards. A part of it is still with me now. And it's been responsible for, well, actually it's been responsible for a good deal of my success, but at the same time, it's not the most healthy thing. And so I do my own self-care, I do my own inner work, and I was off doing some inner work with myself, for myself, over the past couple of weeks. And so I learned something, and I want to share it with you guys. And that is that we have to be more compassionate with ourselves. I learned this with my out of control sexual behavior to a certain extent, and it helped a lot. But I'm relearning how to take it to the next level in my life right now. And one of the ways that it was framed to me that I really love is that, how would your grandmother view you? Right? Like, your grandmother is not your mother. Your grandmother is your mother's mother, right? And of course I'm generalizing here, because some people have never met their grandparents, or you might be a foster kid or adopted, or in a situation like that. But in general, a grandmother she didn't have necessarily the burden of raising you, so she's a little bit detached, but you are still her blood. And you see how a lot of grandparents spoil their grandkids and give them a lot of leeway. Of course they want the best for their grandkids, but the love and the compassion and the forgiveness. I use the grandmother example because just using the mother example, people can have complex relationships with their mothers. So that's why I'm using the grandmother example. But that sort of compassion, that it's okay if you fuck up. I've been around for a long time, grandmother, and I know that things will turn out right if you keep trying. Like, from your perspective, you're young, you're little, you don't see it, and you're just being really hard on yourself. And that is the way I'm trying to look at myself now. And I want to share it with you guys in case it helps you, which is being compassionate, but putting yourself in someone else's shoes. Because the shoes that you're wearing right now and that I'm wearing, well, we're a little bit too hard on ourselves. So let me know if that makes sense. During my morning routine, well, this is the end part of my morning routine for those who are curious, it ends with a workout. During the early part of my morning routine over the past couple of days, I've really been working on this. Maybe in a couple of days I'll share how it goes, but it feels good to to view yourself. I do it during my meditation. I was just like, hey, I'm just a different person, an older, compassionate person looking at myself and just being endlessly forgiving and loving. Like I would never give up on myself. I would be patient with me. It just doesn't matter what happens, that I would always love myself. So try that, brothers, and let me know some of your thoughts in the comment section below. All right, so those are just my thoughts for this morning. I'm JK, your brother in the struggle. Thank you very much for watching. And if you'd like to communicate with me more, I do receive a lot of emails, but one of the best places to communicate with me is our free Facebook group. There's a link to it in the description below this video. Please don't be one of those guys in the comment section who's like, I can't find the link to your group, JK. It's below the description. It's not in the comment section. It's below the description. So go ahead and click on it. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.